Do you feel like sometimes when you are riding your horse and trying to get it to do something, it's like communicating with someone in a different language? I want you to imagine this. Imagine you planned an amazing trip to Paris, France. You brushed up on some basic French, you've got your plans, you're ready to go, you fly there, you get there, your first day there, you want to go enjoy the city, sit down, have a nice cup of espresso, get some great food. So it's exactly what you do. You go to the restaurant, you sit down, you take a look at the menu, you glance at the menu. Some of the words you recognize, some of them, and actually most of them, you don't. So you decide, I'll let the waiter decide or recommend something to me so I can make sure that I get something delicious. The waiter comes over, he asks what you like. Well, you think that's what he's asking, but you're not quite sure because guess what? He's speaking a different language. Now you've somewhat prepped for this situation, but you still have an issue understanding what he's asking you. So you ask in your broken French or even in English what he recommends. After about 5 minutes of battling between you two, of trying to understand each other, you're wanting a recommendation, he's trying to get an order from you, but you both really can't understand each other well enough to get across what you both want. So you're frustrated. You just point at the menu and you'll put up with whatever you get. Now you spent all this time preparing, you spent all this money to get there, yet because of lack of communication, you didn't get exactly what you want. Now why am I telling you this story? It's because this exact same situation can happen when you are riding your horse. You two are communicating with each other, except most of it's not verbally and it's physically. You are telling what your horse to do by sending it a physical sensation. You are asking it to perform a certain task by moving your muscles in a specific way in order to communicate, hey, this is what I want you to do. Your horse has been trained to understand certain movements or ways that you're moving your body to perform a certain movement. Now, this is all good, but on your end, you may not be communicating exactly what you want to the horse, or it's not a consistent communication. This can happen because in order to move any part of your body while you're riding on a horse, your brain has to send signals to specific muscles to move. And it does that through a neural network. It's sending messages through your nervous system to muscles and saying contract. And when your muscles contract, it moves you. Also, your brain is sending all these signals to other muscles to say contract to not move you because you are trying to keep certain parts of your body still while moving other parts of your body. And that's how your horse is getting the communication, because it needs to feel a very specific thing. And in order for it to feel a very specific thing, you have to keep certain things still so that it doesn't feel everything moving at once. So it is up to you to be able to communicate clearly to your horse by being in control of keeping things still while moving some very specific things. And that may be very difficult. That's because you're a human being, I'm a human being, and what that means is we've gone through trauma physically. We have overused muscles. We have trained muscles more, certain muscles more than others. We've adapted our bodies to be better at doing certain things and not better at doing others. And in the reality, we have better communication with certain muscles than we do with other muscles. And this is because anytime, like I said, you have trauma, overuse, or stress in your muscular system, it creates inflammation in your body. And this inflammation acts as an inhibitor, or it interferes with your brain's ability to communicate to your muscles. So you may think you're sending a certain signal and trying to do a specific thing while holding other things still, but because of that lack of communication, it's just not happening. The good news is this is something that you can specifically train. You can train your brain's ability to communicate to your muscles more specifically. And on top of that, you can do it while teaching your body to handle more and more force while you're trying to specifically move a part of your body while holding other parts still. And this comes in very specific forms of strength training. Now, if you're curious of what things you can be doing to start implementing or improving in your ability to orchestrate the movement of your body with holding certain things still and having great communication with the muscles and body parts that you need in order to ride at higher levels because your body is asked to do more and more and more as you get higher and higher level. I want you to just send me over a conversation. Don't send me over, well, I guess, send me over a message. You can send me over a direct message, or you can comment underneath this video and let me know, and I can give you more information specifically, or I can direct you to other sources that I have that are gonna start to lead you on a better path so you can have that great relationship with your horse and continue to move up without letting your body get in the way.